I know this is real sensitive. We talked about this before. It's real sensitive. The whole DaBaby situation.
Right.
It was real wild. I didn't know anything about it. It was at Rolling Loud. So he made some what's the disparaging comments?
That's a good word.
Against the gay community, was it?
Yeah.
So because he was performing, then he made some like really bad comments about it was like introing a song or something. He was like, raise your hand if like you hear blah 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 something, and then he said something that was kind of anti. I guess I could say that.
Do you want me to just say it?
Oh, the comment?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot what the comment was.
It's like, don't be sucking dick in the parking lot, guys.
Oh yeah, but he also said something about if you don't have
HIV/AIDS,
and he associated with that.
Yeah.
And then, boy, everybody was like, that ain't it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not. Me and the guys at the house were talking about this. It's funny how times really change.
Yep.
Because this is a controversial thing now, and people want to cancel him. But when you listen to music from not that long ago, I mean, go listen to an old Eminem album.
Oh,
I know. Even Cameron has said some lines.
Yeah.
Just some wild stuff. So the times have really changed, and
that's how it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Because even Biggie has said some lines that are like, you couldn't say that now. R.I.P. to Biggie, but
it's tough, man, because I saw people talking about Lil Nas X as well, and they're like, don't bring him into this. He has nothing to do with this. But I kind of think he does.
Okay.
Because hip hop was a place where gayness wasn't really allowed, right? Not really cool to be gay.
Yeah.
And now Lil Nas X is kind of trying to
make it cool,
not change the tide, but just put it out there more. So it is something that's being displayed more, especially in his music videos.
Yeah.
So I think there's maybe like a thirst, or like, well, maybe thirst isn't the right word, but like a new lane or a new want for that kind of content, right?
Of course.
But I do think there's also people that see that content and are uncomfortable.
Of course.
And I won't lie, I'm kind of in that category.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw his music video where he was like grinding on Satan.
I saw a still of not that video, the one video he did with Jack Harlow.
Okay.
That
one's not quite as wild as the other one.
I giggled because I thought it was funny, but
some that does make people a little uncomfortable. Me personally, and I don't think I'm homophobic or anything like that, but I think DaBaby falls into that category as well. And DaBaby, he's like a brash guy. He's like a kind of a tough guy, a gangster guy, and he goes up there on stage and just says some things, and I think that's how that happens. I think it's just this changing time, this changing culture that we live in, and I don't know, man. Do you think he should be canceled? Like what do you think?
No, I don't think. Well, first let me put this out there. I don't believe in canceling anybody. I don't believe in cancel culture. I don't think it's real. I think that's just on social media. I kid you not. Like I don't like it. But it's also maybe the reason why I don't like it is because of what it became and what it is now. Because of how it originally started, what it was meant for. But I don't think it should be canceled because I kind of believe, and this is like my viewpoint, where I think that everybody is going to be controversial. I'm already saying something controversial right now. Okay. But I think that everybody should be allowed to say whatever they want.
Even DaBaby.
Even DaBaby. Now, there's a difference because the reason why I say that, let me put it, is that not everybody's going to like what you are, who you are, for whatever reason. Right. That's always going to be a thing. I'm here to tell y'all that's never going away. You're never going to get rid of it. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't continue to make progress. That just means, the way I believe is that there's always got to be a balance. You can't have all good, because then life would be boring as fuck. It would just suck. But you can't always, but you also can't, on the other hand, have all bad, because that shit would be horrible. You have to have a balance. And I think DaBaby, for his comments, now, of course, I don't agree with his comments. Like, I think it's bad of how he associates certain things. Right. But I think what people tend to forget is sometimes, like, I don't know, maybe one of his OGs or something needs to talk to him or something. It's all about educating people and just trying to progress and make people realize, because he's at a certain stage where he has a lot of influence, right? And he has a lot of influence, and maybe someone close to him who might be more aware or just be able to talk to him, just talk to him about the type of influence that he has. But I also, like I said, people have the right to react how they reacted to what he said, but I don't believe that he should be canceled. I don't think so.
I will say this. Have you seen his latest music video?
Who, DaBaby?
Yeah, he just dropped one. This video was wild as hell.
For real?
Yes. And seeing that video, I was just like, oh, I don't think he's going anywhere.
No, of course.
I think that, he starts off the video spitting in someone's coffin.
Wow.
That's how the video starts. You have to watch this video. The video is wild.
Okay.
And I even went on his Twitter and was reading his Twitter, and he's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a superstar now. Yeah. Because I think this whole thing might even make him bigger.
Of course.
I don't know if it's gonna.
I think what people fail to realize is sometimes in them wanting to get rid of somebody might actually keep them there longer. Because okay.
Like how I said with the Lil Nas stuff, there's kind of like this group that wants that content.
Yeah.
I think there's also the group that wants the anti of that content.
Of course, it's balanced.
They're like, nah, fuck that. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So
you got to think about how the internet loves to troll, and the internet, there's like people who are for things, it's the same thing like with groups, I mean, Republican versus Democrat, you have all these groups and stuff. And so there's always going to be people who want more of DaBaby's type of stuff, and there's always going to be people that want Lil Nas X type of stuff. And I think that's just always going to exist. I don't think it's more so of a matter of trying to get rid of the other side. It's more so of just trying to educate each other.
Right.
Because then maybe, he might be like, oh, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I apologize, and so on and so forth, and just move on. That's how it is. Because I'm pretty sure there's people rappers from back in the day who said some things that were like, wow, that's crazy in today's society, and then be like, yeah, that was bad, but it's just a sign of the times. So no, I don't think DaBaby's going anywhere. He has too much influence, and then also I think the people who don't like DaBaby or who want him canceled aren't people who listen to DaBaby.
That's probably true.
I think they're just people who heard what he said or saw what he said, and they said he needs to be canceled. But they don't have any power because they don't listen to him. It would have to take the people who actually like DaBaby, go to his shows, listen to his music to stop listening. But for some reason, people don't realize that. They just think that they can say something and then Twitter's gonna take care of it. That's not how the world works.
It does depend on the situation, though, man. I do think some people really get out of here and can get canceled. But I
don't think so.
No,
I don't believe in it.
I don't know, bro.
I think cancel culture is like the boogeyman. It ain't real.
I don't know. That's interesting. We'll see. Time will tell.
Time will tell. Yeah. We'll come back at the end of the year.
Okay.
And revisit it. But let's take a little break.
Write that down.
Yep.